If you are a UFC fan, you may have heard that Jake Paul will be fighting a former UFC welterweight champ. This will be Jake Paul's hardest fight to date, and we can't wait to see how it will turn out. Hello, and welcome to our channel. Today we will be talking about the surprising news that is roaming all over social media. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates. Knock knock! Make sure you watch till the end, as you won't believe the news you will be hearing about the fight, including the fighter's history in UFC and MMA, the war of words, what led to this intriguing fight, who has the upper hand in this fight, and where you can watch this fight. Can't wait more? Without further ado, let's roll. Jake Paul took over the internet by storm as he announced his next fight on the 1st of June 2021. He will be fighting Tyron Woodley on August 28th, as he tweets, "Dear @TWoodley, thanks for being the second MMA fighter on my hit list. August 28th, the 5-time UFC champion is getting knocked out by a Disney actor." Paul looks really confident with this announcement. He is unbeaten up till now, as he has won 3 matches in a row, while the former UFC champ is on a losing streak with 4 consecutive match losses. It seems like a match, but Tyron Woodley is still the favorite. Tyron Woodley also announced the match with a sarcastic tweet referring to Jake Paul snatching Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s hat, as he writes, "Dear @Jake Paul, keep the hat. I'm taking your head clean off your neck." You can already see the tension there is between the two before the match. It will be an interesting match to say the least. The match will be a pro bout, which will be Paul's 4th and Woodley's first match of its kind. It will be contested in a 20x20 ring with 10-ounce gloves. Let us know what you think about Jake Paul's behavior. Did he outdo himself? Drop a comment down below. Paul gained fame through YouTubing along with his brother Logan Paul. He has also played Dirk Mann in the Disney Channel show Bizzardvark. Walking in the footsteps of his brother Logan Paul, Jake Paul also started pursuing boxing. He has competed in 3 fights in the fight and boasts a 3-0 professional boxing record, but I think it's safe to say that they were all very easy fights. His first opponent was a popular YouTuber, Ali Essen Gibb, who has no boxing background. The second was an NBA player, Nate Robinson, who also didn't have a boxing background. Meanwhile, his third opponent was a UFC legend who was more of a wrestler than a striker. So it came as huge news for fans as they accused Jake of picking easy fights to announce a huge fight as he claims he is the best. But isn't it what MMA amateurs do? They fight off those fighters who aren't that good and rise up the ladder to beat the champions. This is exactly what Jake Paul is doing. As I'm sure many of you know, he announced that he was finally fighting someone with more of a fighting background compared to who he has been fighting previously. Beating Tyron Woodley would be huge for Jake Paul. I mean, it's a possibility he could win, but we can't deny that Tyron Woodley won't be an easy opponent for him. Talking about Woodley, the chosen one, he was a legend in his prime. He successfully became a UFC welterweight champion after defeating Robbie Lawler at UFC 201 in 2016. He defended the title 4 times after losing it in 2019 against Kamaru Usman. He recently fought out his UFC contract, which made him a free agent. Despite Woodley's current losing streak, his 19-7-1 record at UFC can't be looked down on. Previously known for being the best 170-pounder, the 39-year-old senior fighter will be the biggest challenge Jake Paul has ever faced. According to ESPN, Woodley said, "Easiest fight of my career and biggest purse of my career all in one night. Basically, they brought me in to take out the trash. I can't wait to shut this. This is getting done for the culture, the whole MMA community and boxing community, to rid this guy of combat sports." Paul is also not behind the trash talk stuff, as he provided a statement to ESPN, saying that he has a list of people that he plans to shut up with his fist. As he enters his 4th pro fight, he is excited to knock the first one off the list he made by challenging a much senior and knockout power pro. He further says that Tyron is a seasoned striker who has fought the best in the world. He continues saying that he respects Tyron's career, but isn't afraid to permanently halt it by knocking Tyron out on August 28th. You know what? The entire fiasco was not built up instantly, but it gradually shaped into the fight that will be held on the 28th of August. The showdown between the two fighters was speculated for the last 2 months, and finally, both of the fighters added the spark to make it happen. As you all know, Jake Paul fought with the former Bellator and welterweight champion Ben Askren in April. It all started there. Woodley served as a cornerman for his teammate Ben Askren. Things heated up even more before the match happened when Woodley got into an argument with Jake's cornerman, Jay Leon. Initially, Woodley didn't know who he was until super middleweight boxer and former Golden Gloves champion told his name. The controversial argument that fueled the boxing versus MMA narrative aroused the sentiments of both retired and active mixed martial artists. Daniel Cormier took to Twitter regarding the backstage argument as he schooled Team Jake on how to talk to seniors. Jay Leon and Jake Paul replied to the tweet with harsh words, and Jake announced a match between him and Cormier and Jay Leon and Tyron. Tyron responded to the tweet, stating that Jake Paul is calling out everyone in the UFC except him. Talking about the opening odds for Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley, as per the information of sportsbettingdime.com, Paul is opening at minus 150 odds, whereas Woodley with plus 110 odds. Paul is getting a slight favor here, looking at the recent records of the two fighters, as Paul has elevated his profile by winning 3-0 continuously, while Woodley has lost his last 4 matches. The last fight Paul fought was against a wrestler who wasn't really good at striking, which gave Paul an advantage to win. The match against Woodley would be a challenge to him, since Woodley is known for his striking abilities. His 7 out of 19 wins in mixed martial arts came via knockout. Tyron was the best previously, whereas Jake Paul is improving despite the matches he has fought. We have seen how Paul patiently fought and set up shots against Ben Askren in the last fight. Surprisingly, we can say that he is proving to be a competent boxer and can really sell a match, as his last match had over 1.5 million pay-per-view sales, which are top 10 for all-time pay-per-view sales. Fans can watch this fight in the arena where the event will unfold. However, the tickets are not currently on sale. Those who won't be able to attend the fight can witness it on screen via pay-per-view. News is that the television network Showtime is charging to watch the fight. Price has not been revealed yet. Previously, when Jake Paul fought Ben Askren, the PPV price was $49.99 on Triller pay-per-view. I believe that the upcoming fight will be charged around the same price or a bit higher. Jake Paul has also signed a multi-fight contract with the company that hosts Showtime Champion Boxing. In the recent news, the two fighters faced off at 5th Street Gym in Miami a few days back, and oh boy, it was a competition of harsh words. The face-off was a part of the first rounds of promotions since the date is set. Who do you think will win? Will Jake Paul shock everyone again? Let us know in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon for more YouTuber boxing updates. Until next time, peace.